there, I'm Stuart Garlick, BookieSmash football writer, and it's game week 3 of the Premier League. So I'm going to talk to you about the best bets and picks in my opinion for this week. Before I do this, I want to talk to you about something really exciting which I really like. It's a fantasy football league or fantasy soccer league, and it's called Mondo Goal. Now, you might say, how is this different to other fantasy football leagues? How is it different to Fantasy Premier League, for example? Let me explain. So, with Mondo Goal, you pick a different team for every contest, and every contest happens either on a weekly basis or on a daily basis. So, if you find that you've made a completely dud selection at the start of the season, doesn't matter, because at the end of the weekend it's all wiped away and you can start again from a clean slate. So what's good about Mondo Goal is also that it's so easy to select a team. You just go on there and you can adjust the sliding scale to give the maximum amount of money you want to spend, and you can look at the number of points that a player has earned over the season so far. You can look at their stats. There's a big database on the website, and it's really, really easy to play. I play Mondo Goal. I play Mondo Goal every week. My team name is Blue Nile 81 if you want to play against me, and I usually play in the BPL 10 slot free roll for whichever game week we're talking about. But it's a great competition, and if you want to hear more about my top picks, then go to fantasywired.com, which is BookieSmash's sister site, where I'll talk more about that. Okay, now, on to the games. So, first thing on Saturday, it's Man United against Newcastle. Now, I can't possibly like Louis van Gaal. He's just not a nice man for me. He seems like the kind of guy who probably talks down to his own family, and for that reason, I'm emotionally against Manchester United, but it's got to be said that they are looking a better and better side. Now, if they can get a decent striker to maybe push Wayne Rooney into the midfield role that he should have been in from the start, then I think they could do very well indeed. But I've been watching some of the new signings play, and Memphis Depay, Bastian Schweinsteiger, Morgan Schneiderlin even, they all look like they've been playing in the team for a long time. So it looks like the new signings, they've got are gelling well, but Ed Woodward really needs to pull his finger out and get a striker. So Man United Newcastle, it will be a United win because Newcastle just aren't strong enough right now, but it won't be by the big margin that it has been in some previous games. It will be by maybe one goal, and it'll be a scrappy, sweaty goal at that. Okay, looking down the list, Norwich Stoke. Now, I think this could well be a draw, and I think that Norwich are a tough side to beat. They're a well-marshalled side. That they don't have a Premier League proven 20-goal a season striker, but who does these days? I think Gary Hooper and Cameron Jerome, if Gary Hooper stays, can between them grab enough goals, but I think that they will get maybe 10 goals between them. I don't think we're talking about a striker that can really break through like Grant Holt did in Norwich's first season after promotion for Paul Lambert. So I think Norwich are always going to struggle for goals, and against Stoke, well, Stoke are going to give them enough to worry about in defence that they're going to be spending most of their time counter-attacking. So it's two teams that are great on the counter, and it looks like a draw. It looks like they might cancel each other out there. I don't know what happened in the summer. I mean, I myself made myself look very silly by writing an article saying that I thought that Sunderland were going to do well this season. It looks like they could be a relegation casualty, and it looks like Dick Advocat doesn't quite know how to get them out of there this time, which is a strange situation to be in, because last season he was this big saviour, and this season, well, it's like he's lost the magic formula. And I also think there's more trouble ahead. Something is wrong in that squad, something is wrong with the morale of that squad, and You know, when you've got the captain Lee Cashmore coming into an interview and saying that the players aren't fighting for each other, that's a problem. So, looks like a Swansea win, and I would even say that that will be by 2 goals or more. And actually, my top bet there is 17 to 2 with Bet365 for Buffett and Big Gomez to score 2 or more goals. I think that against Sunderland, you're not going to meet a better team to grab a glut of goals. The other games I want to focus on are West Brom against Chelsea. Now, in my picks, I've predicted that West Brom will win that. You will get very, very good odds for that. West Brom beat Chelsea last season at the Hawthorns, and I think Tony Pulis, with his know-how, can do it again. And I think he would like nothing better than to beat Jose Mourinho. The final game that I want to talk about is, of course, Monday night's clash. Liverpool again playing on a Monday. They're against Arsenal at the Emirates this time. Now, a lot of people have said that Liverpool's defence has improved this season. Well, it couldn't really not improve based on last season's performances, could it? But Arsenal will give that Liverpool defence the biggest test it's had so far this season. I don't think you can really say that Stoke and Bournemouth are going to be top 4 sides. So if Brendan Rodgers really is the man to lead Liverpool, he's got to beat a top 4 side at some point. He's got to at least go out there and have a go at Arsenal, but also he's got to prove that signing Nathaniel Klein in defence and putting Joe Gomez at left back, which is a big call, which has worked out for him so far. He's got to prove that's the right personnel in defence to actually contain players like Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez. If not, then I think Liverpool could be in for a long season, and it could be in for more Europa League football next season. So this is a big test, and I'm going for an Arsenal win there. You'll get 13 to 8 with Bet365 if you bet on Alexis Sanchez to score any time. He does love to get behind that Liverpool defence, and it looks very dicey for Liverpool at the Emirates, but we shall see.